Now, before you get too stuck into using trigonometry to solve problems and find angles and so forth, exercise 11G actually does a bit more calculator practice. And this first question says, what angle has a sine of 3/8? This is example 7. Now, just to give you some idea of what's going on here, the way we solve this is really straightforward. However, I'm just going to explain a bit of the backdrop. We've already said that sine means opposite over hypotenuse. So if we just quickly sketch a right angled triangle, what I'm going to do, just make sure we're in a decent size. So we've got a right angled triangle and it says sine, we need an angle. What angle has a sine of 3/8? Now if that's my angle theta, sine in SOHCAHTOA is SOH. So that means opposite and hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse, which are those two sides in the triangle. Now, actually, it says has a sine of 3/8. So we can actually take that as being that the opposite side is the number on the top, 3, and the hypotenuse will be 8, the number on the bottom. So what we're saying here is we have this triangle, the opposite side is 3, the hypotenuse is 8. What's the value of the angle? Well, to find the value of the angle, all we do is we type into our calculator sine minus 1 of 3 divided by 8. So to do that, we press second function, then the sine button, and then open a bracket, fraction button, 3/8. And that's a perfectly useful, easy method. It actually tells us that that is 22.02 ... which means that's 22 degrees. And what I've worked out is that in this triangle, if the hypotenuse is 8 and the opposite side is 3 centimetres, meters, as long as they're both the same, kilometres, the angle that must make over here must be 22 degrees. Now, in reality, if in this exercise, when it's asking you what you need to do, none of this is required. All we need to worry about is this. Okay? So you would write down sine minus 1 of 3/8 and then type it into your calculator properly and you get 22 degrees. Here's another one. Example 8, find the angle with a tangent of 0.75. Now, I'm going to just think of that as being a right angled triangle. Tangent, of course, is TOA. SOHCAHTOA. So that is opposite and adjacent. Now 0.75 we could think of as being 3/4. So 3/4, again, if there's our angle, opposite is the number on the top, adjacent the number on the bottom. So this is the type of triangle we're talking about, but again, what we would need to do is tan minus 1 and then 3/4, or you could just type in 0.75 and we'll do that. So we get second function tan 0.75 and that tells us that that is 36.869, which I'm going to put as 36.9 degrees to 1 decimal place. Okay, so it's this portion on the right that we need to worry about. The stuff on the left is really just a sort of an added bonus from Mr. Walters. Okay, just showing you what it is that's going on, and that will, if you can sort of have that in your back of your mind when you're answering the problems, that will help you later on when we start actually solving some questions. Okay, anyway, that should get you through the next exercise. Any problems, let me know. Crack on.